Happy day, children. I welcome you all back to class 5 computer science. So this is the continuation video on lesson 2 working with Windows 7. So on the video 1 we learned what is Windows 7 and its features and usage and home screen application and viewing of file and folder. In this video, you would be learning more about copying, deleting a file and a folder and customizing the desktop. Let's get into it. Now, copying a file or a folder. So what is copying? Copying means what? Copying from the same data being copied to another place. So that's for copying, which is like you're seeing something and writing. The same way copying file or a folder. How do you do it? So always you need to select a folder. So how would you select a folder? By using your mouse or a keyboard. First you need to, by using the mouse left button, click it and right click. First select it. After selection, right click on the mouse button and there would be a list of menu will appear and you can click on an option called copy and the file will be copied. So after a file is being copied, it needs to be pasted somewhere. It needs to be pasted in other place. So I'll also give you a shortcut for copy. The another way for copy by using a shortcut icon by pressing Ctrl plus C. Okay, I think you can see it on the screen, the shortcut. By pressing the button from the keyboard, Ctrl button plus C, it gives you a shortcut command for copy. And paste is the plus Ctrl plus V, it would be pasted. Now, here we are going to see how a file or a folder can be moved. Okay, so I have given a diagram by saying 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll tell you the steps here. First, what you need to do, you need to click the File Explorer button which is there in the taskbar. And second step, you need to open the drive or a folder where you want to copy or move them. Okay, and then select the file or a folder which you want to copy or move. Step 4, in the navigation pane, point at the folder list to display and expand. Expand means where it will show you the place where it is going to be copied or moved. And now click the arrow to display the destination folder. And last step is that you right click or tap by holding the selected files or folder, drag to the destination where the folder needs to be moved, and then or click on the copy or move here, your file will be moved here. Next one, deleting file or a folder. So for all the copy, move, paste or deleting, whatever the action you wanted to use with the help of the mouse, anything you wanted to open, first you need to select the particular document, then you can decide as what you want to do. So now here if you just see my arrow button is on the picture. Okay, so you can just first select the file, right click. Okay, right click it on your menu, shortcut menu. You can see here there is a option called delete. You can either click on the delete and your file will be deleted, or after selecting the particular file, there is a button called delete key on your keyboard. by pressing that also your file will be deleted. Now, do you all know if the file, the deleted file, where does it go? We will see where does it. Now, here we are going to see the topic of restoring file or folder. Now, let me continue the sentence what I was on the topic what I was talking. The question I asked, do you all know where your deleted file goes, file or a folder? So, when you don't want anything in your day-to-day life, say like the garbage or unwanted things, what do? The chocolate wrappers or the covers, you throw it in the dustbin. The same way, the deleted files go to a dustbin called recycle bin here on your desktop screen, which is there on the desktop screen, and all the deleted files would be stored there inside the recycle. So you have an added advantage in your computer where all the deleted files can be taken back. That is, it can be restored back to the original place from where you deleted. You know how you need to do it? Select it, go to the recycle bin and select the file which you wanted to restore, which you wanted to get, you wanted to back. You want that to be back, and you need to click on restore the selected items, okay, and it will ask you restore, okay. So if you just click on restore, it will automatically be placed to the file or a location where it is being deleted from. Now we have come to the last part of the video, which is customizing the desktop. So what is customizing? Making colorful. How do you do it? Say like the background or the background, you can also say as the background. How do you do it? Now, so on your desktop screen, take your mouse pointer and take it to a place where the icons are not there on the blank space. Right click it. You all know the menus will appear. Personalize. Click onto it. After clicking on it, clicking on the option personalize. Now click on window color. Okay. This is how the screen will appear. After clicking on the Windows colored option, that would be located at the bottom of the dialog box. You need to select the color which you would like to change according to your favorite color, how your Windows border want to appear, and then start menu and taskbar. Okay, and the next one, after selecting, you need to enable transparency. Transparency means how you want the colors to be, light or darker, the way how it needs to appear. That's called transparency. Click on that option. The window glass borders or the start menu and the taskbar, that would become transparent, and now you can select your color intensity option, that is set the color intensity option. You will see the effect of the window like a glass border in the start menu, taskbar, color strength, and click on the show color mixer option, and you can set it as hue, saturation, brightness. These are the options you can give, or whichever the option available. You can choose your own kind of the options and give color effects. Next up, click on advanced appearing settings, like how you want your screens to appear in a different way, and then Windows color and appearance dialog box will open. After that, click on the drop down arrow at the item of the list box and select active title bar option from the list which is appearing. And now you need to click on the color list box and select any color of your choice, and click on the font list box also, change the font settings and click OK, and finally click on apply button. So whatever the appearance, color and the settings you would like to you would like to want your screen to look, it would appear. And finally, click OK, and desired color and desired texture of it would appear. So hope you all must have understood the usage of working with Windows, and we have seen various options of move, cut, copy and customize. Yes, try onto it and make your desktop screen also colorful and try to explore a lot from this lesson. Thank you, students. Stay safe and you have a great day.